Hello everybody, I'm back. No, I'm not really. I'm just back for this little bit because I just want to do, don't worry, I do have clothes on, a little bit of a skin thing. Like I get asked a lot about skin, and I'm high maintenance with skin. Like I am not a catch, don't you worry. And I met these two ladies yesterday, which I put on my Instagram, but I met these two ladies one lady yesterday who worked in a coffee shop in Mornington, and she was talking about my skin and something else, and couldn't believe it when I told her that I was actually 104, aka 31. And anyway, so we got talking about my routine and what I do to keep my skin, like what I do to keep my skin good or as youthful as I can possibly stay. And we ended up having such a good conversation that another customer actually joined in and came and sat, and I ended up writing out my full routine for both of them. And I just bloody love it. So I just wanted to kind of like give a really quick rundown of like what my skin care routine is, which it's not actually that intense. Like, well, I don't think I could add more steps, that's for sure. I'm like they apparently say Korean women have like a 10-step skincare routine. I could easily go above that. So every morning I cleanse my skin just with Cetaphil, and I cleanse it twice. And so you can actually leave Cetaphil on your skin and just like wipe it off with a tissue. You don't have to rinse your face, which is really good if you've just had like a blow wave or something done. So you don't want to get all of that in your hairline. But I do wash my face every morning, even though I've obviously cleansed it before bed. At night, I should say, actually, no, I'll put that in the, hold up, sorry, I get confused. So in the morning, I cleanse twice with Cetaphil and remove any sort of oils and whatever was on my pillowcase from the night, or any excess oils and anything like that on my skin. I then always go in with, so you always want to start with like the smaller molecular structure products. If you're going to layer on your skin, you start with, your thinner products and then go to your thicker products. So I usually go to, and do aloe vera, like 100% pure aloe vera. And I sort of press that into my skin, and I like to leave it a little bit damp as well. But I always do massage. So I always work up. I always work to the side on the face, because this is where our lymph nodes are. And then after that, you work down on the neck, because then our lymph nodes are in here. So you kind of want to drain any puffiness and then drain your face, if that makes sense. So I always just press in some aloe vera oil and do a quick little pressure point or lymphatic drainage massage. And only for like a couple of minutes. Like it doesn't take me, I don't spend a lot of time doing it. I could, but I don't. And then I always just go in with any kind of hydrating moisturizer, but usually like a cream gel. I get quite oily skin, which is a blessing. There's nothing bad with oily skin. You just age slower. So I get really passionate about skin. Like I start like breathing heavier and like can't talk enough. And so then I put in a cream, and then I always, rain, hail or shine, will put on an SPF 50, and usually a zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, which is a physical sunblock. So it just puts a barrier basically over your skin. But because I love to be brown, I love like looking like you're healthy and brown, I always will put, like the way I do my makeup, I always sort of can make that sun-kissed kind of look without having the sun damage, because I am not about that life. So that's pretty much every morning. So it's pretty simple, I think. And then at night, and I don't exfoliate my skin, I really like to I exfoliate maybe once every 2 weeks, but I really like to let the barrier that's already on your skin be your protection. Like if your barrier is like impaired at all, or damaged or dry, or you've had a cold and you get all the redness around your nose, that it just allows you to have more pollution hit the skin, and allows more sun to hit the skin. And I sort of want to protect and be as gentle as I can. So then at night, I usually cleanse my face, and I'll cleanse it sometimes 3 times. I cleanse it until there's absolutely nothing coming back off my face washer. I couldn't think of the word. And then I go back in with my aloe vera. I'm so big on aloe vera. And I do a microcurrent massage. So I've got my new face, it's called NU face, and I do like muscle, like stimulating the muscles. So I push right up into, I don't normally touch my face during the day, which is why I'm being awkward, but I push right up underneath these muscles, and there's a lot of pressure points in there. and it feels amazing. Also, obviously we chew and eat and whatever, talk all day. There's this muscle here which feels really good when you get the device on there and kind of stimulate that. So I always sort of go up with that one as well. And I also hold it on my brow and lift that, because that's another big, like one of the first sort of signs is that starts to droop. And then I do it on my neck. And so I work upwards on my neck. So that's like my nighttime massage. And then I'll usually put an oil on. Sometimes I'll just do coconut oil. Sometimes I'll do rosehip, just kind of whatever I've got at the time. And then a night cream. I always just take my oils and my aloe vera and my creams up to my eyes. I don't use a separate eye cream. But I do find that if that doesn't work for you, like if you're finding that you're getting little milia, which is those little white sort of spots that are kind of, like they're not pimples, but they're like a little hard ball kind of thing. If you're getting those, it can sometimes just mean your skincare is like a little bit too rich for your skin. Got my hands shaking, sorry. And then so then I've done all my skin and I sleep on a silk pillowcase. And that is my 2 best skincare tips, 3 best, is sunscreen all day, every day, rain, hail or shine, work indoors, work outdoors, just sunscreen. Just get used to it. It feels sticky, don't worry about it, get over it, just keep doing it. And take it down your neck and chest as well. Silk pillowcase or satin pillowcase doesn't soak as much product up, but you're laying on your face for 8 hours, hopefully, every night. And honestly, it's makes a huge difference. Like I can sometimes tell in clients what side of the face they sleep on, because its side will have drooped a little bit more because you're sort of pressing it in for the whole night. Plus, your products stay in your skin as opposed to going into your pillowcase. My other tip, facial massage. The cheapest, like free, obviously, because you can do it with a microcurrent, you can do it with a jade roller, you can do it with a rose quartz roller, you can do it with your hands, just as long as they're clean. But any kind of stimulation, like you need to keep working it until you want your skin to turn a little pink, because that's getting all that beautiful, fresh, most nutrient dense blood to the surface, and that's what you want that, because that's feeding the top layer of your skin then. So they're my like 3 biggest tips. I've actually probably got a million more, but if this is helpful, then holler at me and I can do more skin. But I'm a fiend right now. Like I honestly get so many people asking like, what are you doing for your skin, and what products do you use? And it really doesn't have to be that hard, but there's some really easy wins you can have to help keep the years at bay, if you know what I mean. I'm at the beach, so that was a little pun. Anyway, that's all. Bye.